The Kingdom of Aksum was once the powerhouse of the region. Located in present-day Ethiopia and Eritrea, this ancient empire is believed to have been the first to successfully circumnavigate Africa. Having established trade networks that extended all the way to the eastern coast of Africa, by the 8th century AD, the kingdom had become a hub for international commerce due to its strategic location along the important trade routes connecting Asia, the Middle East, and Europe. Due to its wealth and power, other kingdoms became enamored with Aksum and started to copy their architectural marvels, such as their obelisks, which can be found throughout the region. But the exact origins of this great kingdom are not fully understood. What we do know is that it was located around the central highlands of Ethiopia, but there's debate over the exact location of its capital city, which might have been one of these two sites, either the modern-day city of Aksum or the ancient port city of Agulhas. Most scholars agree that both cities served as capitals at different points in time, but there is disagreement over which city was the capital first. And because it was hard to excavate in this region due to the arid climate and lack of water, there has been very little physical evidence to help solve this mystery. That is, until now. Two recent surveys conducted by NOAA and the University of Miami have discovered submerged structures off the coast of Eritrea, which they believe could be remnants of the port city of Asini. If confirmed, this discovery would have major implications for our understanding of the Kingdom of Aksum. Today, we'll be diving deep into the research behind this incredible discovery. Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be discussing the newly published research from NOAA and the LBAA and the University of Miami concerning the submerged structures discovered off the coast of Eritrea. These structures were found using high-resolution bathymetric data collected during two separate expeditions in 2019 and 2021. In the first expedition in 2019, researchers used a multibeam sonar system mounted on the RV, Kuliak, to map the seafloor around the known location of Asini. This type of sonar works by sending out sound waves at the seafloor and measuring how long it takes for them to come back. This allows the sonar to create a detailed map of the seafloor topography down to a resolution of 100 meters. The ship sailed back and forth across the survey area, creating overlapping swaths of data that were stitched together to create a complete map. The second expedition in 2021 used the same method to survey an even larger area around Eritrea. This survey had a higher resolution of 30 meters, which allowed the team to identify even smaller features on the seafloor. When the data came back, the team noticed that there were some anomalies that didn't look quite right. There were some random shapes and patterns that didn't match anything natural like corals or rock formations. They weren't sure what they were at first, but after comparing the data to historical maps and records, they realized that they were looking at the remains of buildings and other structures that had been submerged underwater. These structures are located about 4 miles off the coast of Massawa, and they read between 6 and 10 meters below sea level. They form a distinct pattern that looks like a network of streets and buildings. There are also some circular structures that could be either buildings or tombs. All of these structures are made of stone, and they're too large to be natural formations. This leads the researchers to believe that they are the remains of a large city that was once located here. To confirm this hypothesis, the research team carried out a series of other tests. First, they used a technique called sub-bottom profiling to look below the seafloor sediments and determine how thick the layer of sediment was over the structures. This would give them an idea of how old the structures were. The results showed that the structures were covered by only a thin layer of sediment, which suggested that they were relatively recent. This is consistent with historical records that indicate that the city was abandoned around the 15th century. Next, the researchers used a technique called magnetometry to measure variations in the Earth's magnetic field strength above the seafloor. This technique is useful for detecting buried objects, because magnetic materials such as iron will distort the Earth's magnetic field. The results showed that there were areas of low magnetic intensity above the structures, which indicated that they were made of a magnetic material. This is consistent with the fact that the structures are made of iron. Finally, the researchers used a technique called side-scan sonar to create high-resolution images of the seafloor. This technique works by sending out a sonar signal at a wide angle so that it covers a large area. The signal bounces back from objects on the seafloor and is processed to create an image. The side-scan sonar images revealed the presence of docks, breakwaters, and other structures that are characteristic of a harbor. This is consistent with historical records that describe Asini as a major port city. Based on these findings, the research team believes that the structures they discovered are indeed the remains of Asini. If this is true, then it would confirm that Asini was an important port city during the Kingdom of Aksum. It would also provide new insights into the Asini Kingdom's history and culture. For example, the structures suggest that the city was much larger than previously thought. They also provide evidence of the city's sophisticated engineering and construction techniques. Furthermore, the discovery of the submerged port city of Asini has major implications for our understanding of the Kingdom of Aksum. As mentioned earlier, there has been much debate over the exact location of the capital city of Aksum. Most scholars agree that both Aksum and Asum served as capital cities at different points in time. However, there is disagreement over which city was the capital first. The discovery of the submerged port city of Asini provides new evidence that can shed light on this debate. Historical records indicate that Asini was founded in the 1st century AD, and it quickly became an important trading center due to its strategic location along the Red Sea. The city was a hub for merchants from all over the world, including those from India, China, and Greece. Asini's prosperity grew during the reign of the Aksumite Empire, which lasted from the 1st to the 7th century AD. During this time, the empire was a major player in the trade of ivory, gold, and incense. Asini's importance as a trading center continued to grow during the subsequent medieval period, when it became a key part of the Indian Ocean trade network. However, the city's fortunes declined when the Ottomans invaded in the 16th century. After they seized control of the Red Sea, Ottoman warships stationed in Asini prevented any ships from entering or leaving, effectively ending its career as a significant trading port. The city was then abandoned and eventually submerged due to rising sea levels. The discovery of the submerged port city of Asini has provided valuable insights into the Kingdom of Aksum and the broader history of the region. Researchers hope to continue exploring the site in the future, and they are excited about what new discoveries may be made. Overall, the research team is excited about the potential of this discovery to advance our understanding of the Kingdom of Aksum and its impact on the region. They plan to continue exploring the site and hope that future research will shed more light on this fascinating period of history. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and consider subscribing. Thanks for watching.